Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is July 25th, 2011. There's a lot to cover today's market, so let's just jump right into the charts. First off, you can see the futures are trading lower by 9.75 points, so basically lower by almost 10 points this morning, as it looks like there is no debt ceiling deal in the United States, and we'll see how that plays out. Right now, the markets are under a little bit of pressure. The Asian markets were under heavy pressure last night. You did have the Shanghai index selling off by nearly 3%. So we have to really see where this market goes this morning. Again, I have to say the futures are holding up much better this morning than one would think. Here you can see overnight trading, and let me just pull up my little timestamp there. But you can see here around 1 in the morning we were trading much lower, down to around 13.25. And the markets have creeped up a little bit higher throughout the morning. So again, futures trading down about 10 points at the moment, but well off the overnight lows. And we'll have to see how that plays out once the opening bell rings at 9:30 this morning. But again, no debt ceiling deal in place in Washington. We'll see if one does come out over the next few days. I would expect it to happen. But so far, no debt ceiling deal, and the drama continues. I'm not going to make too much out of it because I believe ultimately the politicians will come to some kind of agreement. I don't know if a debt ceiling deal is really the right thing for the nation, but in any case, this is what we're looking at, more political drama, and we'll see how it unfolds. Okay, now overnight, you did have the European Union I should say overnight, I should say this morning, the European Union bond yields in Spain and Italy surge. So that's a big negative there. The European markets at the moment are trading basically flat on the day. Really not doing too much damage there, but not a good sign when the European yields are spiking in Italy and Spain. That is telling you there is some problems still in Europe and continue to be problems in Europe. So again, if there are problems in Europe, that means one thing. Gold and silver are likely to trade higher. Let's take a look at the GLD this morning. GLD is trading up. Closed yet on Friday at 156.12. You're trading at 157.65. So good little pop on GLD. Also seeing a nice little pop on SLV. SLV closed on Friday at 39.07. You're trading at 39.89 ahead of the opening bell this morning. Right now it's about 8:15 in the morning, 8:16 in the morning. So just realize, and that's East Coast time, that gold and silver are trading higher on this on the problems out of Europe. So we'll see how that plays out. More problems out of Europe. The precious metals could trade higher. That's just the way it works. Money's got to run to someplace, and gold and silver are really the only forms of money that the world has known from the beginning of time. So we'll continue to watch that very closely. Now, you do have oil trading lower this morning. Let's take a look at the USO. We'll use that as a barometer. You do see oil trading down slightly. USO closed at 38.93 on Friday, trading at 38.69 at the moment. Not a big drop, but about 70 cents on the spot price. So again, we'll just monitor oil, and if the U.S. dollar index falls a little bit, watch for oil to get a little bit of a pop. That would not be surprising. Now let's take a look at the U.S. dollar index, trading down about 13 cents. Let me just make sure we have the right setup here. Yeah, we go. There you can see the wild action here in the U.S. dollar index. It's really been all over the map, trading as low as I guess it did trade as low as 74.20 this morning. Now it's 74.25. But you can see the volatile action, overnight action in the dollar. I mean, it's just been twisted like a pretzel. So again, we'll have to see where this goes. Generally, the markets will usually trade higher on a lower dollar. Dollar declines, the markets will inflate. If the dollar moves higher, the markets will deflate. Again, all commodity stocks should be watched today. Here's Freeport McMoran. This is trading a little bit on the weaker side. Let's take a look at Cleveland Cliffs. This is trading on a weaker side. Not only is the dollar going to affect this, but you had the Shanghai index last night down about 3%, and that has been known as the growth engine of the world. So if the Shanghai index is under pressure, that is going to affect most commodity stocks. So traders need to watch that today. These stocks will all be in play. Baidu is down about a buck at the moment. This stock's coming under a little bit of pressure. You may want to watch some of the more some other Chinese internets like Sina, maybe Sohu as well. These stocks could all come on, and you can see they're trading down slightly. So with the Shanghai down so much last night, these stocks could be in play today as well, at least under early selling pressure. Let's take a look at the FXI. You can see that is already gapping down to 42.10, closed on Friday around 42.45. So you are moving lower there. On the FXI, and again, when the Shanghai index, and that's mainland China, is under pressure, and that sold off by nearly 3% last night, this is what you need to expect on the Monday morning. So we're waking up to a volatile Monday. We are down on the futures pretty sharply, and we'll just see how this plays out. There are a couple stocks in the news today. E-Trade Financial is trading up a little bit, so E-Trade is catching just a small bid, but it looks like they're going to refuse a bid by Citadel. And we'll see how that plays out. But E-Trade is trading up this morning. You have Research in Motion. They said they're going to lay off 2,000 people. Right now, the stock is trading down a little bit. Closed on Friday at 27.91. Stock is trading at 27.54. Again, E-Trade, Research in Motion facing a lot of pressure from RIM and also from Motorola and other players in the wireless cell phone space. So we'll see how that all plays out. But Research in Motion still looks like a weak chart at the moment. Let's take a look at Netflix. This stock is catching a bid, and this is a market leader right now. Netflix is trading up about 5 points. You can see the stock here trading at 281.50. Daily chart on Netflix is getting a good little pop. So we'll have to watch that today. But Netflix is still in decent shape despite its little recent pullback. Okay, so that's really all I'm seeing as big market movers. But again, markets are faring pretty well considering all this debt talk news and so forth. Now trading down just 9.5 points. We'll see how it all plays out once the opening bell rings. It'll be a whole new can of worms here. So we'll see how everything plays out. But in any case, markets are down about 9.5 points at the moment. We'll see if they do fall later. Keep an eye on that U.S. dollar index. It is very, very important. Also, we'll see if there are any news comes out later that could move the markets. You could watch for news out of Europe as well as news out of the United States regarding the U.S. debt ceiling being raised. So that's really the focus on the markets at the moment today, and we'll see how this all plays out. But that's about it this morning. Again, good morning, and let's start this week off right. I hope everybody had a good weekend, and I'll see you all on the charts at 9:30. Take care now.